Hello everyone, my name is Brandon Owens and I'm here to give you a nice little recap of where I went this weekend. I had the absolute privilege to go to
Chicago, Chicago.
and I had the absolute time of my life, and I'm here to give you a quick recap. So I didn't really record like the bus ride there because it was like 4 or 5 in the morning and I was very tired. So I kind of just soaked up the moment. But as soon as we got to Chicago, I started taking videos of all the buildings, and they were really, really, really tall buildings. So I was very overwhelmed. Like I almost broke my neck looking up at them. But honestly, wouldn't have it any other way. So then we got dropped off at our spot, and then all of us were trying to see what we wanted to do first. I know me and my friend Trinity, we wanted to get food. We were very hungry. So we all split off, and then we went to this beautiful cafe called Dollop. And yeah, we got some breakfast sandwiches and I got some coffee. I had a snickerdoodle coffee. It was delicious. Me and my friend Trinity, we got these build your own bagel sandwiches, and I had mine with cream cheese, turkey, and tomato. She had hers with avocado, cream cheese. I think it was turkey. I forgot, but it was really delicious. Our coffee was really good. And then that's when our little big friend group kind of broke off into other stuff because they were gonna go get brunch somewhere else, and we wanted to just like go start sightseeing other places. So me and my friends Carrington and Trinity, we went and ventured off and did our own thing. And honestly, that was a big decision we made, and it was a good one. So after we all split off, we had a photo shoot. By the way, we had tons of photo shoots, so you'll be seeing a bunch of that, spoiler. But yep, we had a bunch of photo shoots, and then after the little photo shoots, we went to the gift shop. We went to like some souvenir shop in Chicago, and we got a bunch of cute stuff. So I got me this cute little crew neck. I think I took a picture of it. I'll put it up if I did. But I got me this cute little crew neck that says Chicago on it. And honestly, that was really cute, really fun. That was something I really wanted when I went to Chicago. So yeah, we walked over to the Museum of Contemporary Art. That was where we went to. It was really fun. And first we went to the gift shop because that was the first place we saw. And my goodness, that was such a sight to see. I enjoyed looking at the gift shop. Like it was very artsy, very beautiful. And we talked to this really lovely lady who just gave us some good pointers because we told them we're not from here. Well, we're not from there, and she gave some really good pointers. So after we went to the gift shop, we eventually went to the real museum. We paid our ticket. We did coat check too. It was very fancy. And honestly, it was really cool. And we went to this exhibit of the artist. His name is Arthur Jaffa. I'm just gonna give you a description of what his art is like. So across 3 decades, artist and filmmaker Arthur Jaffa has developed a singularly dynamic practice comprising films and videos, photographs, and sculptures. Through his multidisciplinary work, Jaffa seeks to encompass what he describes as the full complexity, specificity, I'm bad at that word, I'm sorry, beauty, and potentially of what Black folks have made and continue to make out of the bleak existential circumstance we've attended to over the past several hundred years. Utilizing found imagery, music, artistic techniques such as montage and collage, he has constructed an extensive assemblage of Black expression, layered and arranged in ways that reveal the diverse and complex realities of Black being. Now, as a Black person, I'm fully aware of what goes on with Black culture and what goes on in life, but to see it described in art was completely different. It was such a sight to see. Like, we got to see a bunch of the videos and collages and a couple of sculptures, and one of the highlights was when we saw one of the videos. It showed a white man who repeatedly just kept saying the N-word over and over, like he was getting arrested, and he was like, I hate like N-words, 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 and it was very eerie. It was very uncomfortable to listen to. but it needed to be shown, because reality needs to be shown. Like, black culture needs to be represented in all of its glory and all of its ways, and that was that was one of the highlights of the trip overall. Just watching all that art go through. So after that, we took a break. We went outside and we had another photo shoot, of course. But after that, my friend Trinity wanted to go to the upper level gift shop, and I got to take a few photos of these cool little skateboards that was like on the wall, and it was really cool. And yeah, there's the montage of that. After we went to the museum, we took a little stroll around and we was looking at some sightseeing, all the buildings, and then eventually our legs did get tired. So we did what we did best. We had a photo shoot at the stairs. And honestly, that was a really cool experience. Just breathing the air of Chicago, just seeing what's all there to offer. It was amazing. So after we took our little break, we decided to go on the train and head over to Millennium Park. And we wanted to see the Bean. And that was something I really wanted to see when we were talking about where we wanted to go for Chicago. Yeah, so after we got off the train, we got tired again and our phones were dying. So we sat on the floor of a Chicago train station and waited for our phones to charge. And we had a really fun conversation, deep conversation, and we really got to bond. And that was another sweet part of the trip. We got to just chill and hang out on the floors of a Chicago train station. And honestly, wouldn't have it any other way. So after that, we got up and head over to the Bean. And of course, we got to take some photos with the Bean, of the Bean. And obviously, I'm going to put all of the photos of the Bean in there. And that was a really fun time, and I'm so grateful for that. So I did eventually get hungry again, so we got lunch. I think this was lunch. The rest of the day gets hectic, so I think this was lunch. So we went and got some Raising Cane's, and I've been to Raising Cane's in East Lansing, but I didn't know there was a Cane's in Chicago. And then after that, we wanted something sweet, so we went to the Nutella Cafe. Line was so long. Like, it was so long, the workers were coming out with the menu, kind of having us pre-order while we wait. And I was originally just gonna get a crepe, like normal, but I saw that you can get a customized Nutella jar with your name on it. And I said, you know what? I want that. So that's what I got. I got a customized Nutella jar with my name on it. And I just took a photo of it, and I'll show you right now. And after that, we tried to go get dinner. We tried to go to the pizza place, and it was crazy in there. I didn't take any photos of that. It was crazy. What was even crazier was that we tried to take the train to the Navy Pier, and that was when it went kind of downhill. So there was no train to the Navy Pier, and we were told to take the bus, and we went on a bus, but turns out that lady lied to us. We was not going to no Navy Pier. We didn't know where we was going. We got very scared. It was very hectic, and honestly, we were all kind of panicking. I was kind of taking in the moment, but it was a very scary moment. So
Hi, everybody. I'm Trinity. I went on the Chicago trip with Brandon and we got lost. So, what happened was we were trying to catch the train that we had already caught to go to the Navy Pier. From there, we're like, okay, what are we supposed to do? So we decided, let's take a bus. Let's get on the bus. So we paid the little $2.50 to get on the bus. And no, we did indeed not go to the Navy Pier. And then we started panicking more, and I was losing it. I just couldn't help but laugh because, like, what do we do? Like, we're probably not gonna go home. We're probably gonna get lost. The bus is probably going to leave us. And yeah, but luckily we got on a different bus, and we found our way back to the drop off location where we were dropped off in the morning for Chicago. So yeah, it was scary. I thought we weren't gonna get back, but we got back, and I'm grateful for it.
but basically, The day started off great. It ended off pretty hectic, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I really got to enjoy my time with Carrington and Trinity. I'm very grateful to experience this first time, and hopefully we get to go back next year. Well, this is my recap of my Chicago trip. I hope you enjoy. All right, later.